Hi. In this video, we're going to take an existing Java application that's built with Maven, and we're going to then wrap it in a CICS bundle, and we're going to build that, and we're going to deploy it to CICS as well to show how that's done. So what I have here is just a sample application. It's a war. It's got some usual stuff that you'd expect of a RESTful API, and it's got some dependencies on CICS, which are all being retrieved from Maven Central. This is actually, if you want to use it, one of the samples we have on CICS Dev. It's a JCICS sample. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the CICS bundle Maven plugin in it. So if I add a new plugin, it's got a group ID of com.ibm.cics and an artifact ID of CICS bundle Maven plugin. And now this plugin is accessible again on Maven Central. The last version 1.05, as we can see here, is also open source on GitHub, and you can see the latest releases here. So we are going to use version 1.05. So that's added the plugin. What we're now going to do is just make sure that it runs what we expect it to run. So we're going to give it an execution with a goal of running bundle war. And we're then also going to give it some configuration. So it's called JVM server, and we're going to specify which JVM server it goes into. Okay, so that's good to go now. If I now run Maven verify, it's going to build, and we'll see it do the normal war build. But on top of that, it also builds the CICS bundle. And in fact, if I look in the target here, we will see we've got our war that we would normally expect, but we've also got this other artifact with a classifier of CICS bundle that's been attached to this artifact. So that's our CICS bundle, and we can deploy that to Artifactory or to Nexus or wherever our artifact repository is in order for it to be deployed at some later point. But as a developer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy it to CICS right now using the bundle deployment API. So to do that, we're going to add a second goal, and that goal is called deploy. And we're also going to add a whole bunch of configuration. Now this is all documented in the the Maven plugin itself. There's also like the full Maven style documentation here to give you information about each of the different configuration elements. But what we have here is we're saying the thing I'd like you to deploy is the CICS bundle classified item. So this one, not that one. And you don't need to do this if you are creating a CICS bundle as a separate module. But what we're doing here is we're saying, I'm going to wrap up this existing module. I don't care about bringing lots of Java applications into one CICS bundle. I just want to simply wrap this one. So that's what we're doing here. And again, you get lots of instructions in the README about, well, do you want to have a separate module, which is not what we're doing, or do you just want to simply create a CICS bundle from an existing Java module? We want to know where to deploy to. So this is the address of our CMCI API. I'm pulling my username and password for the mainframe from secure storage. I've got the CSD group and the bundle definition of the bundle itself, so it'll use these to install, and if those don't match up with the bundle name, it'll tell you what it should be and which CICSplex and which region is this going to. And now finally, here's an option that you should never do. So in order to deploy to this HTTPS endpoint, I need to import some certificates so that it can trust those. So as I say, you should never do this, but for the speed in this demo, I'm just going to put insecure true. I'm going to save that, and finally we'll run that. We run Maven verify. It's going to run the bundle war as before, but then it runs a deploy, and that has pushed it up to CICS, and now I can go to CICS, try out that application, test it out, and quickly make fixes and redeploy as I see fit. So that's it. That's taking an existing Java application built with Maven and adding the CICS bundle Maven plugin to it, ready for it to be built and deployed to your artifact repositories and to CICS directly.